It's, oh wow, I forgot to turn off the camera. Huh. Wow. Forgot I did that last night. It's 110 degrees right now outside. Uh, it's it's rough. Very rough. Very, very rough. I'll just drink this. So good. Love water. Gotta love water. Water for this game is very much needed. Alright, let me just unplug my phone. Here we go. Step 1 is complete. You know, maybe, no, I'll just save the intro for when I actually get to the game. That's just how I like to do it. Hey. There we go. I really shouldn't have PC audio enabled for this. I don't know why I have it as an option here. Really shouldn't have it. Let me just actually, I'm gonna remove it from here. Yeah, remove PC audio. Yeah. You guys don't need PC audio when I'm just chatting. No point. Like, unless I was listening to music, but I'm not listening to music because I can't listen to music. That's just how the way YouTube is. Anyway, let's, is it game time? Is there anything I need to discuss? Oh, yeah, let me get this out of the way. My brother called me at 8 a.m. this morning. Now, I got up at 6 and just was laying down because I was tired. Mind you, it's you know, my final summer because I just graduated. Anyway, but yeah, he called me to come pick him up from a school because he was out of school at that time. I don't know why, but I don't really care. But I said sure, reluctantly. I didn't really want to, but I had no reason to say no. So I went to my car, right? And, you know, I get in my car and, you know, I try, well, I don't even get into my car. I try unlocking my car with, like, the button. Like, you know, 2 days ago I was working. I didn't drive yesterday because I didn't really feel like it. But yeah, today, yeah, it just, nothing was happening when I pressed the button to unlock it. So, you know, I was, like, really confused. I tried locking it and unlocking it. Nothing was working. All right, so, you know, I used the key to open it, of course. I get in, sit down, try to start the car. Nothing at all. Now, like, doesn't even budge. Like, you know, nothing even attempts to start. So, you know, that's a major issue. It's a major issue because that sort of will lead into why it's an issue is because a little bit earlier, I'd say like an hour ago, I got called because I had a job interview. Well, technically 2 for the same place. One was just like an actual interview, and one was a working interview. All right. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make here is I got the job, but I don't have a car, and my orientation is on Wednesday, in 2 days on the 30th, which also creates another issue for what I wanted to do on the 30th for a stream. So just a lot of stuff is really unfortunate, but it's okay. I care more about the job than I do about streaming. It was going to be for a game that obviously, if you don't know what it is, you'll find out. If you do know what it is, well, you'll find out. Anyway, but yeah, anyway, the point I'm trying to make here is that I don't have a car to go to my orientation on Wednesday because I don't have a new battery. So I would try to get a jump, but we don't have jumper cables. All right, no one, except for my oldest brother, which he's currently working. So later on, I'm gonna go get his battery, his cables. I can't use his car to jump it because his car isn't good enough right now. It's not in good condition. But I will try to get somebody else to do it. Probably my dad's car. And then yeah, from there we should be good. Hopefully. If not, then well, rip to me. But I need a new battery. Is the point I'm trying to make here. So that's the point. All right. Yeah. So, you know, a mixture of good and bad news. It's It's we'll see how things go. We will really see. We will really see. Make sure this is fine. All right, we're chilling with that. Yeah, but that's the end of story time now. We can go on to the game now. I think. Yeah, there's nothing else for me to say. Anyway, welcome. Hey, what's going on, guys? This is PukaTuka here, and today we are going to be playing some Doki Doki Blue Skies. All right. Last time we had the little argument, of course, with Yuri and Natsuki. Yuri took charge, like full charge. Things were different. We had to choose if Monica or Sayori would speak up. I chose Monica because why not? I don't know why. I get so congested when I'm trying to talk and drink water. Anyway, but yeah, we're here. Next thing we do is write the poem. All right. Anyway, I plan on playing this longer than I did yesterday. Yesterday, I was like, I named the stream finishing Doki Doki Blue Skies, maybe. Luckily, I added the maybe part because I didn't finish it. This time, we're gonna choose between Sayori or Natsuki. All right, this time we're gonna go with Sayori. So we're gonna go with Shiny, Lucky, Lily, Heart. Papa is nope. Broken, Misfortune, Vertigo, Extraordinary, Sweet. There we go. Hopeless, Anime, Embrace, Fickle. Imagination. Nope, that's not her. Kiss. After Image. That's wrong person. Ribbon. That's... Oh, come on. I am messing this up. Smile. Okay, we're going... Bliss? Okay. We're going for Sayori. Out would probably be Natsuki. Spinning is Natsuki. Great. Raindrops. I don't know. Pure? Oh my. Holiday. Okay. Rain cloud. Okay. Contamination is definitely Yuri. Massacre is definitely Yuri. Abstract. That's Yuri. Frick. Bouncy. Flower. Flea. Love. Okay. Lazy. There we go. Party. Let's go. We're getting this. Parfait. Definitely not. Music. Giggle. Dark. Warm. Okay. Intellectual. Nope. Dream. Passion. Friends. Meager. Email? No. Fun. Yes, let's go. Alright, I think amazing. Fireworks. There we go. Look at that. We did it. All of that was dedicated to Sayori. You're welcome. Most of it, anyway. I don't know if you can actually get 100% dedicated to someone. I have no clue, to be honest. Just a few days ago, I would never have thought that I'd look forward to an extracurricular so much. But here I am, back for another club meeting and anticipating new antics from everybody. The usual scene awaits me as I step into the clubroom. Hi, Puka. Hey, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. No! I didn't say... Stop! Please, I didn't say... Siri. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. Is that so? Well, it's nice to see you so cheery. Anyway, what's new? Oh, I've got some exciting news. What's up? Did you know that the student store sells that new brand of strawberry milk now? I saw it when I passed by on my way there. I should have known better than to expect actual news from Sayori. Huh. I don't think I've tried that yet. I don't know, strawberry milk is usually too sweet for me. What? But it goes great with melon bread. Sayori, you could eat a packet of raw sugar, and you'd still say it's not sweet enough. Hey, that's an exaggeration. Seriously though, it goes really well with bread. The milk is sweet, but it still has that unique tart strawberry flavor that's eased by the richness of the milk. And when you pair that with the fresh bread, the sweetness is spread out even more so that it has just the right amount of flavor. Wow, when did you become Gordon Ramsay? I'm a food expert, so you should trust me on this. I mean, given how many snacks you eat every day, I don't doubt that you know your food well. Oh. What are you saying? Better living. Don't care. Stop giving me stuff, Apple. Ah, gosh. I'm gonna take that as a compliment, you meanie. So I'm a meanie for giving her a compliment? Anyway, aren't you hungry now? Talking about food always makes me hungry. Now that you mention it, maybe a little. Great, let's go to the student store and buy snacks together then. Ah, now I see what's going on. Now I see what she's playing at. I raise an eyebrow, and Sayori notices. You guys know the rock image? I would edit it in, but this is a live stream. But the rock image, the little gif where he's like, where he lowers his glasses and then he raises his eyebrow. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Puka, why are you looking at me like that? Well, Sayori, I'm having a nagging suspicion that you're only trying to convince me to come because you don't have any money. And you just want me to buy you a snack. What? I would never do that. Oh, really? Then let's see your purse. Huh? Your purse. Let's see it. Sayori laughs awkwardly as she pulls out her purse. She opens it and dumps its contents onto the desk. 2 small coins fall out. This little ruse might have actually worked had Sayori not pulled it on me numerous times when we were younger. The amount of times she managed to trick me into buying her another ice cream. Guess some things never change. Nice try, Sayori. No fair. How did you know? Now, wouldn't you like to know? Let's just call it intuition. In response, she sticks her tongue out at me. Typical. Sayori suddenly giggles. Huh? Please, can you guys just shut up? Shut up. I don't need any more messages. I'm trying to stream here. I didn't notice that she was eavesdropping. Looking over in her direction, I catch her peeking over the top of a book. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri, tell Puka to let me borrow some money. That's none of my business, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. It's shameful to manipulate people into doing or buying things for you. Wow, isn't that a little harsh? I'm only messing around with Sayori after all. Did I just... I didn't mean that. That came out harsher than I intended. Sorry, Yuri blushes in embarrassment, looking away from us while playing with a strand of her hair. I apologize for how I've been acting lately. Looks like she still might be a bit ashamed of how she acted yesterday. You know, it's okay to be honest sometimes. You shouldn't always keep things that bother you to yourself. There's no way you can think that after. You were right though. I shouldn't trick people into buying things. Funny how your 10-year-old self didn't see it that way. Yuri lets out a small laugh, covering her mouth with her hand. Even the way she laughs is so shy and proper. Is this mischievous behavior something Sayori used to display as a child then? Oh yeah, definitely. Although, back then, I fell for it. Time and time again. You wouldn't believe how much candy Sayori managed to con out of me. Don't make me out to be so sneaky, Puka. Although, those candies were so good. I'm surprised. I'm surprised, Sayori. Coming from you, I guess, there's a little devil inside of all of us. What's going on here? Oh, nothing much. Sayori here was just up to some mischief. Oh? Yeah, she tried to trick me into buying her a snack. Hey, that's not true. Haruka smiles weird. Not this word. Every time. I don't know it. Wearily, and turns to me. I'm assuming this isn't the first time. Well, you'd be right. We all share a little chuckle at that. Well, everyone except Sayori does. Hey, you guys are being really mean. Okay, we're sorry. But you did bring us upon yourself. Yeah, I know. But in my defense, I am really hungry. Well, Natsuki chimes in. If you're really that hungry, you can have this if you want. She offers up a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori immediately snatches it out of her hand. Thank you. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. Oh, good. I don't know. Sayori suddenly claps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot just over one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez, beggars can't be choosers. What if I just gave Natsuki like a really deep and like masculine voice, like, beggars can't be choosers. I can't really do anything. I'm not good with voices. I regret trying that. I regret it. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri, Monica, and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori to quit taking my stuff? Wait! She's in the... Wait! I just realized she's actually here. Because usually she'd be gone. But she's here this time. See? I knew I named the title of the stream that's for a good cause. The changes are coming. This is the start of something wonderfully new. Something so bold. Something so wonderful. I don't really know. I just know changes are coming. Maybe. I don't know. I'm never. Look. I'm one who believes I'm never wrong. So changes are coming. Sayori, you know you shouldn't do something like that without permission. I'm not gonna scold Sayori. I know. I'm sorry, Natsuki, but it was so good. Hey, everyone but Natsuki chuckles. These things happen a lot, Monica. Do these things happen a lot, Monica? A little bit too much, to be honest. Don't worry, it's all in good fun. Good fun is teasing each other from time to time, not stealing food. Oh, calm down, it's no big deal. Natsuki pouts in her seat. Everyone calms down and quickly returns to their normal activities. Sayori has already managed to finish the entire cookie. Meanwhile, Natsuki gets up and heads for the closet, and Yuri is already lost in her book. Everyone seems to be doing their own thing today. Natsuki is rummaging around in the cupboard, and Yuri is sitting by herself, silently engrossed in her book. Meanwhile, Monica and Sayori seem to be talking animatedly. I have no clue. About something. I'm not really in the mood to read anything. I slump down into the nearest desk. Closing my eyes, I end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. The problem with the literature club is that it doesn't sound particularly exciting. Plus, people are probably gonna have their own preconceptions about what the club will be like. I'm a bit worried they might assume we're just pretentious and haughty. Yeah, it's a real shame that people can't look past their assumptions. Still, I'm confident we can come up with something. We can't give up. This festival is a real chance to show everyone what literature is all about. After all, we have such a variety here. Everyone's poems and writing styles are so different. Matsuki loves manga and Yuri is really into horror. There should be something here for everyone, you know. Agreed. I'm glad everyone has something different taste. Such different tastes. It really helps bring the club to life. Wow, I can't speak. Say that's exactly what we want everyone else to see. We just need to find a way of showing how fun literature can be. Something that really stands out and appeals to the creative sides. That doesn't solve the problem though. Huh? What do you mean? Well, even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, I don't think people will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So I think it's more important to figure out how to get people interested in the first place, right? Then once they're here, we can do whatever to appeal to their creative sides. Huh. This is a side of Sayori I haven't seen before. She's really taking this seriously and giving it a lot of thought. Excellent point, Sayori. Where would I be without my vice president? Okay, do you think food will get the job done? I can practically hear Sayori's face light up, even though I have my eyes closed. Wait, can you say you practically hear? But you need to see. I can practically see her face light up, even though my eyes are closed. You can't hear someone's face light up, because that doesn't make any sense. Anyway, food? What kind? You like that idea, huh? I was thinking cupcakes. Natsuki would love that. Good thinking. Her cupcakes are so good. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Seriously, they really help me write. Okay, cupcakes will do fine. All this talk about food has made me hungry. Anyway, don't forget, we still have to sort out the details of the festival itself. I tune out the rest of the conversation as tiredness takes a stronger hold of me. Sayori is still her usual self, bubbly and goofy. I guess some people never change. Yeah. It brings a smile to my face, although I was surprised to see her so dedicated. I always remembered her as the kind of person who just improvises things. Kinda like me, actually. I forgot. That really surprised me for a second. Do I get to do the my version of the ooh-ah? You guys ready for this? Are you guys ready for this?
What?
Anyway, I didn't expect to see Sayori's face taking up my vision when I didn't mean to click that. I accidentally just switched over to OBS. Can I switch back? Wait. Okay, I just have to make sure I have the PC audio. Open my eyes. I nearly fall out of my chair. Wake up, sleepyhead. Geez, Sarah, you scared me. Sorry. Hang on, I'm not sorry at all. Why were you napping? This is the literature club, not the napping club. Wait, our school has a napping club? Hey, don't try to change the subject, mister. The others don't like it if they catch you sleeping, you know. I don't want to see you getting in trouble. Sayori, you've not changed one bit. Huh? You always used to look out for me. Back when we used to hang out. I remember that. Do you remember that time when we went on a bike ride to that park? Feels like such a long time ago. Yeah, I think I do actually. It was in the summer. You're talking about the time I fell off my bike and hurt my knee, right? Yeah, that one. You were in a lot of pain, but you were trying to act like it was no big deal. You were so silly. I had to go and get a band-aid. That memory makes me feel warm and fuzzy inside. The fact that I could tell straight away which memory she was talking about makes me wonder if we have a psychic bond or something. Good times. Good times. By the way, did you know you have a big toothpaste stain on your collar? No, I don't. She nervously picks at a stain with her hand, and I stand up and get a closer look at her. Wait a sec, your collar is sticking up a bit. Your hair doesn't look brushed either. Were you in a rush this morning? I reach out and run my fingers down the messy part of her hair in a vain attempt to straighten it out. Her hair is really soft and smells faintly of cinnamon. I'm probably making this worse. You really need a brush, Sayori. No, I don't. My hair is just naturally like this. Okay, maybe it isn't, but it's super hard to get right. I give up with her hair and try to wipe off the stain with my fingers. Much like with her hair, I'm not having much luck. Come on, Sayori, you can't fool me. No, I've not seen you much over the past few years, but I still know you. I can tell that when you've been in a rush. People wouldn't even notice these things. They would. They just wouldn't say anything because they don't want to embarrass you. I give up with the stain and step back, looking at her blazer. But luckily for you, I'm not bothered about that. Also, why don't you button up your blazer? She shrugs. It was too stuffy last time I tried. With a sigh, I start buttoning it up. Uh-oh. Hey, stay out of the room. Don't walk in. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Maybe I'll just purposely leave it. Let me just get through this part. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does this kind of things for you. I freeze. Now that I think about it, this situation is a little suggestive. After all, my hands are very close to her chest. Come on, Puka, get it together. You're just helping a friend out, that's all. Don't say that. There's nothing weird about this. If you say so, it's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. It makes me feel that nothing has really changed between us. Don't you think? Yeah, I guess. Why is this one button so hard to close? Hey, be careful. This is impossible. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. You know, if you actually buttoned it up, you probably had realized sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. Wait, what's so funny? Don't you see? Yeah. But still to this day, I find it really weird to read out the line that her boobs have gotten even bigger again. How on earth am I meant to reply? Because, yeah, it's very awkward to read it. Doesn't matter if it's real or not. Imagine you have a friend that says that to you. What do you say? I mean, for a guy, depends. It could be weird. It could not be weird. Depends. I probably correlate with this MC more and more as I get older, and that weirds me out. I don't like that. Am I gonna have to go into the files of Earth and delete someone? I don't know. Geez, Sayori, don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look a bit better now. Seeing Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that is weird. It's so stuffy. I told you. She quickly unbuttons it again. There goes all my hard work. Much better. Thank you for that, though. Even though I prefer the blazer and button, it was really thoughtful of you to do this for me. Even if you were a bit of a meanie, I do try, you know. I'm sorry. I just want what's best for you, that's all. Just try to give yourself a bit more time in the morning, okay? Only if you promise to stop napping in the club. I laughed. She got me there. It's a deal. Okay, everyone. Monica suddenly calls out, why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! I can't wait to read yours, Puka. Don't expect too much, Sayori. Alright, let's see. Who are we going to first? Who should be first? Who should be first? Who should be first? I'm trying to go over here. Who should be first? 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 Why is that always such a hard choice? Well, Sayori said she would rate the best poem, so we're going with Sayori. Oh my goodness, this is so good, Puka. Huh? I love it, especially after yesterday's poem. Seriously? You're too honest sometimes, Sayori. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why, because I have no idea what I'm doing either. Jeez. Not sure. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Eh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know. I mean, it kind of makes sense, right? So it's not just any old poem. It's a Puka poem. And that makes a big difference, you know. Like, I can feel your feelings in it. She looks down at my poem, an exuberant smile on her face. Well, if you say so. Anyway, do you want to see my poem now? Sure thing, Sayori. Bottles. I pop off my bottles. We know this poem. You guys want to read it? I'll slow through slowly so you guys can pause it. Pause it, read through, do whatever you want. Not my problem. I'm not reading it. Anyway, wow, Sayori. I didn't expect this at all. Did you really write this? Of course I did. You see, if this was a real situation, it'd sound sarcastic. But because it's not real and I'm just delusional, basically, I don't know. Remember I said I'd write the best poem yesterday? Well, here it is. After all, Monica has taught me a lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. So that's what this poem's about. I suppose that much was obvious. Unlike Yuri's or Monica's poems, Sayori's are relatively simple to figure out. So, if I've interpreted this correctly, you're basically doing everything you can to keep your friends happy. Yay, you got it. I really enjoyed writing this one. Just getting your thoughts out onto paper and turning it into a poem, it's like magic. Well, I not. So I'm gonna put that set back on. Alright, well, I think it's amazing. You should be really proud of it. Thank you, Puka. It means a lot. Someone. I can't tell if someone's like outside. I thought I heard someone say my name. Thank you, Puka. That means a lot. I didn't think it was that good though. Nah, it's great. Seriously. Can't help but notice that the latter half of the poem isn't quite as cheery. This water bottle does not hold a lot of water. It really doesn't. That's unfortunate, but it's okay. In fact, it's somewhat alarming. A very dark contrast from the cheeriness I'm used to with Sayori. Although, maybe I'm looking into this a little bit too much, but the end of the poem is pretty dark. And you say you've been in touch with your feelings recently, so I'm just checking. Is everything okay? Of course, silly. I forgot to tell you, I really like writing about bittersweet stuff. Stuff that isn't just happy or just sad, a mixture of the two. And this poem shows what I mean. It's just my writing style. Oh, okay. That makes sense, I guess. Well, either way, I'm glad you I'm glad you're enjoying your writing so much. Well, either way, I'm glad you're enjoying writing so much. I hope you can keep it up. good to have a hobby. Of course, and hopefully you'll also stick with it. Oh, so I look forward to seeing all the poems you write in the future. Well, no guarantees there, but just from seeing the passion in Sayori's eyes, it's hard to be pessimistic. So, like, I love the music in this game. Anyway, Monica, Yuri, Natsuki. We'll save Monica for last. Well, it's not the worst thing I've ever read, but yesterday's was definitely better. And again, I probably would have been I would have been mad if it was as good as yesterday's. Still though, you're new to this, so you're still finding your style. Yeah, I wanted to try something different today. Fair enough, but just try to do what you think just try and do what you did this time again. It definitely worked better. Alright, I'll try to remember that. Can I see your poem now? Sure. Here. Is this new? I don't get it. It is new. Okay, we can actually read through this. I don't get it. I don't get why people will hate on good rhymes. They act like it's dumb and a waste of their time. I don't diss their free verse or deep subject types. Be dark all you want, just keep it in your gripes. Oh, sure, you can tell me if you have a problem. Just keep it constructive and things will be awesome. I'd like you to know that our readers will defer. There is no best style, you smuggled glue sniffer. My poems may be simple and often straightforward, but charm can be found in such whimsy and order. Not all poems can be as complex as you'd like. If you think otherwise, you can go take a hike. What about kids or the elderly too? Some read for fun, I guess unlike you. Let us just go and enjoy what is written. You won't like it at all, that much is a given. But give things a chance, you might find something nice. Just open your mind, and that will suffice. Woo! Look at that. Poetry out loud. I want my A. Bring my grade up to an A, please. I passed. I graduated. I need to reassure myself that I graduated and passed all my classes. I didn't get a single F as a grade in high school. I just want to point that out. For tests and stuff. Oh yeah, I failed a final. My sophomore year, I failed my algebra 2 final. I straight up failed it. I showed up late that day. It was so terrible. But I passed the class, so it's okay. Anyway, so what do you think? I mean, it's well written at least. I'm doing the wrong voice. I'm not sure how I should confront Natsuki about this, but to say that she still holds a grudge from yesterday would be an understatement. God forbid Yuri see this poem. Well, that's a given. But yeah, you could say I was inspired. It felt really good to pound out these lines. Poetry is an amazing emotional outlet, you know? Anyway, I can't wait to show Yuri this poem. Wait, hold on. What? Natsuki, do you really think that showing her this poem is a good idea? You're really going at her throat with this. Don't you think that you should just work out your issues with her? Well, she never tries to see things my way. So why should I? I think that's the wrong way to go about this. Relationships are a two-way street. Both people have to work to make things right. Why don't you try being the bigger person and just talk to her first? But I already know that she's not gonna try. She's just always so preoccupied with looking complicated and smart. It's clear to me that she doesn't care if anyone can understand her, including me. You can't understand her if you don't even try. She might speak using a more complex vocabulary, and she may have mannerisms that may seem strange to you. But from what I've seen, the both of you, she's more similar to you than you might think. Aren't you judging a book by its cover right now? That's the third time that line has been said in this. I'm tired of hearing it. I don't want to hear it anymore. I hear, oh, you're judging a book by its cover. You're judging a book by its cover. I will literally blow up this computer. I would love to blow it up. I would. But I'd have to have another computer. Well, whatever. You can't hold this grudge forever, you know. At least think of Monica and Sayori. Fine, I won't show Yuri my poem. Be happy. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have a job. I don't make money. It's clicking in my head that what I can do with the job. Plus tips. That's what I look forward to most. Tips per hour. Tips per. Yeah, it's tips per hour. Ah! Look, I'm looking forward to making money. I'm not looking forward to like the hours I'll be working, but I'll be forward to the outcome. Okay, and also I really like the people there, so I'm chilling. I'm chilling. I would say what I am and where I'll be working at, but that's not important. That's weird. I won't be happy until you try to talk to her. She's not going to bite, Natsuki. Ah, alright, I get it. I'll try to talk to her sometime. Thanks, you're gonna do the club route. Shut it. But you know, I'm glad that we share a similar writing style at least. It's cool to talk to someone who, well, gets me. I've been enjoying sharing with you. So consider yourself lucky. Alright, I will. Wait a minute, I have to look at something first. Wait, I'll be back. Okay, I'm gonna take a little break from the game. Not necessarily because I want to, but then again, I do, because I want to eat. So, put something in the microwave, 4.5 minutes, then another 2.5 minutes. So, we got time to talk. Maybe. Oh, I'm gonna talk no matter what, but... Hey. I'm going swimming later today. Looking forward to it. It's gonna be fun. Is there an update? Is there an Apple update? Is there an Apple update? Is there another Apple update? Do I have more emojis? Do I have more emojis? Let me see. Sorry, Jordan. I'm gonna use you as my test dummy. There's more hearts. Where's the hearts? Where's the hearts? Food. Oh, that. Where's the heart? There they are. Yeah, I do have them. So weird. Now I can see every emoji. Super weird. I remember the days where I couldn't see every emoji. Now I can. Unless there's some Android emojis. Well, that's rough. Oh yeah, they're also making a sing too. What's the dog doing? I could get a soundboard actually. I not get one. I already have one. I could hook it up. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I meant to say. I'm not gonna do it, but I'm just saying I could. Just saying I could. If I really wanted to. Alright, sorry, I'm just looking over some stuff. Making sure that nothing's out of line. Okay, Twitter's looking okay. No drama. No drama. Super Bowl 56. Bucks would win. I'm not saying the Chiefs will win. Chiefs will not win. Ooh, they even gave the Seahawks the 7th seed? Wow. Would they say that the Seahawks would lose to? Oh, I hate the Rams so much. So much. It's almost as bad as my hatred for the 49ers. I hate both. I want... I need to buy a car battery. I need to buy... Okay. here's the list of things I need to do. Step 1. Buy a car battery. Step 2. I'm gonna mute the game because I can't think. Okay. Step 2. Good question. What is step 2? Step 2. Pay for the headliner thing. Step 3. Good question. Step 3, I have no clue. Step 3, make sure car runs long enough so I can fix car. Step 4, go check on my food. I'll be back. Again. Okay. Wait, wrong game. Wrong screen. I mean, alright, I'm back. My food complete. I have more water. Alright, now I eat. Luckily, you guys can't see me. So I kind of wish you could. Just so you know, eating macaroni and cheese. By a no-name brand that I can't say because I'm not sponsored. Maybe I'll never be. Ah, my tongue burns. It's very hot. Okay, so that's how I like it. Then again, in this heat, maybe I shouldn't. It's worth. It's just that good. Stopped eating this for a while because I've not wanted it. Now it's good again. So bad for those who don't like it, because they're just wrong. The only people who are allowed to not like macaroni and cheese are those who are allergic. I'm not saying if you're lactose intolerant, because no, I don't care if you're lactose intolerant. Find a way. I'm lactose intolerant and I eat it normally. Hmm? Worth. Worth. So I could have done the one with Salisbury steak. But we're chilling. We're chilling. Okay. Woo! Ugh, it's so hot. I only see the temperature increasing slightly. I wish it would just go down. I miss the rain. I know people from places that are normally hot are looking at this like, okay, stop being a baby. But it's like if they were to go to a place that's cold, they would be freezing. They complain. While the people who are used to it would be like, this is normal, stop being a baby. So, why temperature argument makes no sense. Grew up in different places who are used to different temperatures. I like the rain because I've lived in Washington my whole life. Forever, or currently, yes. Like the rain. The thing I like most about Washington is that it's a coastal state. You know what that means? The ocean. Meaning, I can go see the actual ocean and not just some river. Get my point here? The point is, if you live not on the coastal state, you're dumb. No offense. See, all the coastal states are Washington, Oregon, California, Texas. That's all I know. Georgia, Alabama, Maine, Rhode Island, Connecticut, Maryland, um, What else is there? I don't know all 50 states. Not by heart. Like location. I could probably name them all actually, but I'd probably, well, maybe. Could I? I'm not gonna try it, but potential. Actually, I think I could. Maybe. I couldn't locate where each one is, though. Alright. Sorry. Just finished. So, put the plate down here. Switch over to the game. Okay. Here we go. Unmute. Return. I'll be looking forward to tomorrow. Same here. Alright. Next up is Yuri. We're saving Monica for last. I've decided this. I'm sorry if I've offended you. Huh? I said that Sayori's writing style wasn't the best, but it seems that you prefer that style to mine. Going away, I was saying that your writing style is bad as well. Yuri, that's a bit of a leap. I hope that you can forgive me. Yuri, it's okay for you to have an opinion. That doesn't make you an evil person. I should have known that would happen. If I try to prepare my words, I just sound awkward and weird. But if I just try to speak my mind, I come off as unfiltered and people dislike me anyway. So, please don't force yourself to be around me. I know this is what Monica wants, but it's clear that you'd be happier if you spent more time around the others. Yuri, please, you don't have to pity me, it's okay. Besides, I have my books with me. They'll never abandon me or leave me alone. They're all I've ever needed anyway. Yuri shows me a plaintive smile before turning around and heading back towards her own desk. I really didn't mean to upset her, but no matter what I say, she won't listen to me. She really seems to think I hate her, although that couldn't be further from the truth. I sighed to myself. All I can do is accept that that's how she is. If she actually wants to be alone, I'll have to respect that request and leave her be. Huh. Okay. I didn't expect that, to be honest. I don't know how far I made it before. Good old water. Hi again, Puka. I'm trusting that the club's been doing you well. Same answer as yesterday. That's nice to hear. So, so how's the writing going? Alright, I guess. It's alright, huh? Now, I guess I should say that it's revolutionized my world and brought color into my previously lifeless, life. Well, I say that, but the club, if not the poetry, really has made my days more interesting. Okay, can it with the sarcasm, mister. At least you're not hating it, though, right? Nah, it's been an interesting experience, at least. Gives me a new hobby to do. I'm happy that you're applying yourself, at least. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. Well, I wouldn't count on that. Well, you never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. You get my poem to Monica. Wait, my poem? Is this my poem? Wait, is this mine? Wait, is this... I was just talking about this last night. Pressurized, I float there. In vast, hollow emptiness, large but small. Grandiose and overwhelming, yet a dust smoke. Drifting, meandering, carried along, an endless void. Then I realize, my eyes open, bloodshot, my mouth opens, gasping, for breath in this crushing, suppressing, restraining, boundless, everlasting, suffocating vacuum of torment. Atmosphere, Pascal, terror. Screaming with no mouth, stretching, restraining, unrelenting, clawing with no nails, disintegrating in a suffocating poem of absence. Is this? No, this is Monica's. Yeah, that's Monica's. I thought it was mine. I was so proud for a second. I was so proud. Anyway, it's even more abstract than your last one, huh? Really a freeform too, if that's what you call it. I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. The other girls don't do this nearly as much as you, at least. Yeah, you could say that they're a bit more traditional when it comes to their structure. But I kind of like playing with the space on my paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. Let me just... Okay, good. I had to make sure we were in game. Okay. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak to over the noise. It fragments everything and leaves a dissonant tone with the reader. I see. I guess that there's a lot of things you can do with poetry. Definitely. Poetry is much more an art form. You're meant to craft poems using never-before-seen combinations of words to interpret the world around you. You really love poetry, huh? Maybe you should write a poem about poetry someday. That's not a bad idea. Anyway, it's still hard for me to tell what your poem's about. Sometimes asking what a poem about isn't the right question. A poem can be as just strapped as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So, putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? Now, we've all had experience to that. We've all had to experience that at this point with the poetry discussions and all. But it can really be disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much effort into. If you find other people who enjoy writing though, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. Could you not give me that stupid notification? Get this out of here. Screw you, Epic Games. Yeah, it definitely is more helpful getting real criticism and feedback rather than just empty words. I guess I really hit the mother load with the Literature Club. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, everyone. You know what's funny? I wasn't going to say that, and then I saw that she said okay, everyone, so it sort of just made sense. I was going to say okay and then go on a tangent for a second, but I don't remember what I was going to say. So, we're all done reading each other's poems, right? Actually, Natsuki and I haven't shared yet. Yeah, I didn't get to read Yuri's poem either, but hey, whoa, look at me. My name's Yuri. Uh-oh, I can feel a storm coming on. Yuri hesitantly approaches Natsuki, who isn't meeting her eyes. And considering Natsuki's poem for today, it's no wonder that she doesn't want to share it with Yuri. Judging by Monica and Sayori's anxious expression, they seem to be thinking along the same lines as I am. I can practically see Natsuki sweating pinballs. Meanwhile, Yuri appears to be blissfully unaware of the situation. I convinced Natsuki to reconcile with Yuri, but if she sees Natsuki's poem, well, it's all over. So, Natsuki, if I may, how about we do this tomorrow instead? I'm not feeling well. It's my time of the month. I can practically see Monica internally face-palming. Natsuki must have forgotten that the club isn't all girls anymore. Is that so? I remember this part! I remember this when I first tried to play through this mod, and then I gave up. Twice. I'm sorry. Well, technically twice. I gave up once. I took a break the second time, and here we are again. So I'm not saying I failed. It's just a long, extended break. I'm sorry, you must be feeling absolutely terrible if you can't even share your poem today. You don't need to apologize, it's not your fault. I can definitely share it tomorrow. Well, even if you aren't feeling well enough to share your own poem, would you like to see mine? I wrote it thinking of our argument the other day. I suppose that I want to show that I'm more open-minded than I may have appeared. As a way of repenting. I know that it's not much, but... something in my nose. Hopefully this can contribute to a reconciliation between us. Although we may have our disagreements, I would like to consider you a friend. And friends can forgive each other. Yes! Donkey, like the video I made where I was going, I believe, except for the audio was complete and utter garbage in that video. I'm sorry if that's presumptuous of me to say. No, it's not presumptuous of you to say that, because I'd like to consider you a friend too. So you can hand over that poem then. With a shy smile, Yuri hands the sheet of paper in her hands over to Natsuki. As Natsuki reads her poem, her eyes widen. You're writing using rhyme and stuff, like me. You could say that you convinced me to practice adding more lyricism to my poetry. Natsuki looks like she's speechless for once. Thanks, Yuri. It's awesome. There's really no need to thank me. Well, I'm already really glad that I got to know you, and I'll definitely have something that'll knock your socks off tomorrow, and I'll be looking forward to that. I do hope that you feel better tomorrow as well, so that you can share your work with me then. Yeah, of course. That was a crisis and a half avoided. I'm really glad that Natsuki and Yuri worked things out, and it seems that Monica and Sayori feel the same way. It's good to see that everyone's getting along. Ah, the cheese in my teeth. I need to brush my teeth after the stream. Maybe I'll take a break, because I don't know how long I'm going to be streaming for. Now that we are done sharing, though, I have something to discuss with you all. There's a great opportunity for expanding the club that's coming up. Is this about the festival? You could say that. Do we have to do something? It's only in a few days, so it's not like we'll be able to come up with anything good. Yes, that's something that I'm concerned about as well. With such little time left to prepare, I doubt we'll be able to put together anything good enough to attract new members. Yeah, we'll just end up embarrassing ourselves. Oh, don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? Nothing more than a few decorations. I can design some pamphlets to hand out at the event, and Sayori made posters to pull up around the school. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. We're gonna put on a poetry performance. A what? Sorry. Monica, everyone's going to choose one poem to recite out loud. It doesn't have to be written by you, as long as you put your heart into the recitation. Whew. Anyway, although of course it'd be great if you two could show off your own work. And the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone come up and recite their poems too. Every time I think about the poetry, and I don't remember how many mods I've played that actually allowed me to get to it. Hey, it just went up to 113 degrees Fahrenheit. Let's go, baby. Anyway, but the only time I can remember like actually getting to the point where we could recite the poems is in, I think, Fallen Angel. Doki Doki Fallen Angel. If you haven't seen me play through that, go watch it. I'd be lying if I said I didn't cry. I'd be lying. I would be lying. I cried. I most definitely cried. Multiple times playing through it. Because at that point, I had played so many mods, like, within a short span of time. It was starting to really get to me. Like, the game. Like, every time, like, anything bad happened, I would just feel torn apart inside. Sort of like how I felt when I watched Your Lie in April. Have you not seen Your Lie in April? Go take a break from this stream, after the stream actually, because you don't get to leave. After the stream, go watch Your Lie in April. Take as much time as you need, but don't separate it too far, because you'll forget. But watch it in like within a week. You'll like it. It's really good. 9.5 out of 10. Highest anime rating I've given, because I haven't really rated any other ones. I gave it 5 stars out of 5 stars on the site though, because I cried. I cried for 3 episodes straight. Fun fact. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Yeah, I put a thing on the posters that says "Bring your own poems." It's gonna be so cool. Sarah pulls out a poster from her bag and holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? Don't tell me you started putting those posters up already. Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, you didn't even ask us before you started advertising. We never agreed to stand up in front of a bunch of random people and perform our poems. I agree with Natsuki. I could never, in my life, do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys, yes, let's please calm down and take a moment to think about it. I understand you two haven't had as much experience sharing your poems out loud. In fact, we all haven't had that much. But I still think we should try our best. I'm gonna grab this cord so I can do this with my phone and be like, hey yo, wanna charge? And it's gonna be like, I got you, dog, and 70%. I like to have my phone at 100%, okay? But I still think we should try our best. Look around. Monica motions to all of us. We're all here because we have passion for literature in this club. Don't you want to share that passion with other people? To inspire them to pursue their inner writer? Yeah. It's all about exploring yourself and trying new things, all while having fun. Monica and I nodded our heads in agreement. Natsuki and Yuri, on the other hand, remained silent. Guess that means it's my turn to say something. Yeah, say something. Mess it up. I mean, I don't think it's that much to ask. As Monica said, we're all here because we care about the club and want to see it flourish. If all that means it's a 2-minute poetry performance, then I think we can manage. Thayer and Monica's faces light up as I finish speaking. Hey, it isn't like we don't care about the club. It's just, do we really have to perform? You know how hard it is to get new members? It's because people are just narrow-minded jerks. They don't even give literature a chance. Who's to say this festival will be any different? I'm inclined to agree with Natsuki. I'm sorry, Monica. I know how much you want to do this, but I just can't imagine performing in front of a crowd of strangers. Well, at least Yuri and Natsuki have proven they can agree on something. Monica sighs, her eyes close, and she rubs her temples. Look, guys, I know you're anxious. I understand that. I really do. To be honest with you, I'm a little nervous myself. But after all, it's my club, so people are going to judge me the most if our performance doesn't go well. Natsuki, if it makes you feel any better, a few of my friends will be coming along. They're lovely people, they won't judge you for your taste. I've known them for a few years, trust me. Natsuki huffs, turning away. She doesn't look particularly convinced. And Yuri, I know it's a scary thought, but I've never thought of a way to ease you in. I've thought of a way to ease you into it. Why don't we start practicing our poems to each other in the club? No way, Monica. Wait, we already share poems. You can't be scared by it all now. This is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? But Monica, there's just gotta be something else we can do. Yuri nods vigorously at Natsuki's words. Anxiety written all over her face. But guys! Huh? Okay. No, Sayori, it's okay. If you guys really think we can do better than poetry performance, then I'll gladly go along with the alternative. So any ideas? See, she's not saying that she's gonna not go with the poetry idea, but she's saying if they have any other ideas, we can do it. An awkward silence fills the room. We all glance at each other anxiously before Sayori finally speaks up. Ooh, we could... Sayori stops and thinks to herself for a moment. Wait, no, never mind. That wouldn't work. Once again, the room falls silent. Well then, I guess we can't come up with something different after all. I'm not doing the laughs anymore, because it just sounds awkward, because like, I don't know, I can't do the laughs, it's just not for me. Monica laughs, attempting to ease the tension in the room. I know you guys might not be the most on board with this idea, but I think it's our best option. Please, guys, please, can you just stop pressuring us? I'm honestly surprised Natsuki's putting up such a resistance. I knew she was a little hot-headed, but even still, I'm not pressuring you, Natsuki. Both of them have raised their voices. Yuri looks a little startled, and Sayori looks anxious to intervene. Oh, guys, please, there's no need to get angry. Can't we just discuss this normally? Monica reflects on Sayori's words, looking a little ashamed of her outburst. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to raise my voice. It's just, this festival is important to me, that's all. Ever since I created this club, I've always wanted to show other people. Natsuki, Yuri, I imagine you were both a little apprehensive when Puka joined, right? After all, he was an unfamiliar face. She smiles warmly at me. But look, he's integrating very well. She faces Natsuki. I mean, you two bonded over manga, right? He asked you for recommendations, and from what I could gather, you both share a common interest. Hey, it's not like we bonded or anything. It's just nice to find someone else who likes manga, that's all. She shoots a look at Yuri. Of course. How silly of me to forget. Anyway, maybe some of these new members might also be manga enthusiasts. Who knows? Surely you'd like to be able to share your passion with other people, right? Natsuki shrugs half-heartedly. I suppose that'd be cool, yeah. Monica beams. See, that's exactly my mentality, wanting to share the things you like with new people. Yeah, I know that. It's just... Are there really no other ideas? Remember, poetry performances are a pretty big part of this club. We want to show people what our meetings are really like. If we only gave out posters or showed them our poems and writing only, it wouldn't really be a fair reflection. Seeing that there's no real way that she's going to win this, Natsuki sits down and grumbles and do something under her breath. So, what do you think, guys? For me, for us, fine. I still don't think this is a good idea, but fine, we'll do it. Just stop guilt tripping us. Yeah. Thanks, Natsuki. And you, Yuri? Yuri nervously glances at each of our expectant faces. But Monica, what if people start being inconsiderate and disturb us or laugh? I'm not surprised Yuri is worried about this. Oh, don't you worry. If anyone steps out of line, I'll put a swift stop to that. She has a stern glint in her eye, and I have to repress a shiver. I'm glad she's with us. Yuri looks somewhat relieved, but it's clear she's still worried. She swallows and nods. I suppose I don't have any... hate the airflow throughout this house. It scares me. Every time. I suppose I don't really have a choice, do I? I shake my head. Okay, I'll do it. Yay, that's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously gonna be the death of me. I know you'll do great, Yuri, just trust me. But anyway, let's move back onto the main event. While we have time, I want each of you to choose a poem of yours to practice reciting in front of each other. Yuri and Natsuki exchange uneasy glances, but don't say anything. Don't worry, I'll go first so everyone feels a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now, let's see. Monica flips through her notebook, searching for a specific poem. Ah, here we are. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. Her eyes move across the page and sync with her lips. Every word has the perfect amount of emotion put behind it, making the poem almost come to life. Her inflection is extraordinary. I'm impressed, and judging by a quick glance around me, so is everyone else. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Even Natsuki's once sour attitude is replaced by awe. Finally, Monica's flash finishes her recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? Yep. Sayori jumps up from her chair and takes Monica's place at the front of her room. This poem is called, how did you do it so easily, Monica? Well, try to imagine your own, like you're reciting it to yourself. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. Oh, I think I get it. Sayori nods to herself. Anyway, this poem is called My Meadow. Sayori begins reciting her poem. It seems as if her soft voice is a perfect match. As for the poem itself, it has a similar tone when compared to her other one. It's peaceful yet somber at the same time. Bittersweet, you could call it. Hearing the poem in Sayori's voice almost gives it an entirely new meaning. I think this is what Sayori means when she says she likes my poem. It's like seeing a whole new side of someone you thought you knew completely. Sayori finishes and we all applaud. I did it. Yep, good job. Sayori beams as she walks past to her seat. So, who'd like to go next? Natsuki, Yuri, and I all look at each other nervously. I open my mouth, but Yuri beats me to the punch. I'll go. Nice, thanks for showing the initiative, Yuri. Yes. Yuri rushes over to the podium, clutching a sheet of paper in her hand. This poem is called... Yuri freezes as she looks up at us. You can do it, Yuri! It's called... Afterimage of a Crimson Eye. Yuri begins to recite her poem. Her voice is shaky at first, but the more she reads, the more confident she becomes. It's similar to what happens when she gets absorbed in her books. The shy and apprehensive Yuri that I'm used to is replaced by a fierce and confident woman. The poem itself is like a maze in its structure, with twists and turns every line. The Yuri is unfazed and enunciates each word with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Oh my gosh, please. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around at her, as if she bewildered herself. Monica is the first to start applauding. Sheepishly, I follow along, and soon the club room is filled with the sound of applause. Yuri ducks her head in embarrassment, a shy smile creeping over her face. Yuri, that was really good. Like I said, you don't have anything to be worried about. Thank you for sharing. Thanks. I guess Yuri's done for the day. So, who'd like to go next? Natsuki? Why should I go before Puka? It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Puka lower everyone's standards before I go. Natsuki. Monica hastens to ask her. Just, yes, something like that. I have no clue. Shooting me a sympathizing look. That was kind of rude, don't you think? You should apologize to Puka. Natsuki's face turns red as the girls all look at her. I decide to spare Natsuki from the embarrassment. Hey, it's really no big deal. I'll end up going at some point anyway. Might as well do it now. Thing is, I don't have much of a selection to choose from. I'll just go with the one that I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I take a deep breath. In my head, I repeat to myself the advice Monica gave to Sayori. Try to imagine you're alone, like you're reciting it to yourself, alone. My house is the first thing that comes to mind when I think of being alone. The scene rapidly develops in my head, like I'm recalling a recent memory. I'm sitting alone at my desk. The dim light hanging from the ceiling gives me warmth to the room. In front of me is the poem that I had just finished, the ink from my pen still fresh on the page. I pick up the notebook and begin reciting it out loud. While I'm not the most confident in it, I still try to and put energy into it. I can almost hear my voice echoing off my bedroom walls. As I finish, the sound of applause pulls me out of my daydream. I'm back in the club room, standing at the podium while the girls politely applaud my performance. That was good, Puka. I guess. I mean, if you say so. Oh, don't be so hard on yourself. I don't think it's your writing abilities, but rather your lack of confidence that weighs you down. That's something that'll improve over time, though, so don't worry. Yeah, okay, thanks. Alright then, that just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. As she says this, Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. This poem is called... Stop looking at me. But you're presenting. You don't have to stare straight into my soul, though. She takes a moment to compose herself. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. While her voice is unenthusiastic, the poem has a surprising amount of energy to it. The rhymes tie into each other seamlessly, creating a flow that moves the poem along at a brisk pace. The words seem to bounce up and down with the rhythm, seemingly making the poem come to life. It's Natsuki's signature style, and it works exceptionally well when read out loud. She quickly finishes and helps as she makes her way back to her seat while we applaud her. That wasn't so bad, was it? She stares at her poem blankly for a second before replying. Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Well, that's what we're gonna be doing for the festival, so you think you can at least feel confident enough to do it in front of a crowd? I guess. Not like there's any other choice. I guess it'll be easier doing it in front of other people. I can put whatever face on when I'm with strangers. I don't care what they think about me. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. I still hate the idea that we have to perform. She mutters that last sentence under her breath. The others probably didn't even hear it. I knew Natsuki was stubborn, but this is a whole nother level. However, it does look like she's going along with the idea of performing at the festival. Well, at least for now, since she's basically outvoted and can't come up with any other idea anyway. Really, that's a surprise. For me, it's the other way around. Having all those people looking at you, judging you, I don't like to think about it. I can relate to that. Yuri murmurs quietly. The thought of so many eyes observing your every move all at once. She trails off, shaking her head. Well, that's just how it is, so Natsuki sighs in frustration. Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. Speaking of which, I want to thank all of you for performing. It might be difficult, but now that we have a general idea of what it will be like, we'll be able to prepare ourselves. Make sure you pick out a poem and show it to me by tomorrow, okay? I'll need to know so I can make the pamphlets over the weekend. I should probably find a different poem to recite. I know you prefer if we use our own poetry, but I'm probably going to pick a poem from a poet that I like or something. Whatever makes you feel comfortable, Puka. What is it called? Poem by Muriel Rukeyser. I lived in the first century of world wars. Most mornings I would be more or less insane. The newspapers would arrive with the careless stories. The news would pour out of various devices. Interrupted by attempts to sell products to the unseen, I would call my friends on other devices. They would be more or less mad for similar reasons. Slowly, I would get to pen and paper. Make my poems for others unseen and unborn. In the day, I would be reminded of those men and women, brave, setting up signals across vast distances, considering a nameless way of living, of almost unimagined values. As the lights darken, as the lights of night brighten, we would try to imagine them, try to find each other, to construct peace, to make love, to reconcile. Waking with sleeping. Ourselves with each other, ourselves with ourselves. We would try by any means to reach ourselves, to reach beyond ourselves, to let go the means to wake. I lived in the first century of world wars. Bro, I can't believe I remember that from 8th grade. That was over 4 years ago. I still remember it. I think. Do I? Did I recite that the exact way I was supposed to? I'm actually looking this up. Screw you. Poem by Muriel Rukeyser. Okay, I remember the name. Okay, good. I knew the name. I lived in the first century of World War. Okay, I lived in the first century of World Wars. Most mornings I would be more or less insane. The newspapers would arrive with the careless stories. The news would pour out of various devices, interrupted by attempts to sell products to the unseen. I would call my friends on other devices. They would be more or less manifest similar reasons. Slowly, I would get to pen and paper, make my poems for others unseen, unborn, and the day I would be reminded of those men and women brave, setting up sentinels across vast distances, considering a nameless way of living of almost unimagined values. As the lights darkened, as the lights of night brightened, we would try to imagine, try to find each other, to construct peace, to make love, to reconcile. Waking with sleeping, ourselves with each other, ourselves with ourselves. We would try by enemies to reach ourselves, to reach beyond ourselves, to let go of the means to wake. I lived at the first century of these wars.
I can't believe I remembered it. How did I? I can't, like, bro, I did that in 8th grade. Over 4 years ago. There's no way I remembered it. Wow.
I'm impressed, to be honest. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting up all this effort into this club. Low expectations, huh? More like any effort put in makes me happy in general. Monica smiles at me and then turns to smile to everyone else. That goes for everyone here. Thanks for going along with all these last-minute plans. Anyway, I think that does it about for today. Let's still try and write poems for tomorrow, okay? Ugh. Don't burp. Okay. I know the festival's coming up, but it's been working out nicely the past few days, and I'd like to continue. Tomorrow we'll finalize who's doing what for the festival, and then we'll have to start. We'll have the weekend to prepare. Remember, we still have Monday. It'll be so much fun. I can't wait. We all stand up, packing away our things. However, Monica's voice stops us. Oh, and guys, she pauses, twirling a strand of her hair in her hand. If this club truly does mean so much to me, and I really appreciate what you're willing to do for it. You guys are the best. In typical fashion, Natsuki just rolls her eyes. Sayori smiles timidly, while Sayori wears a hearty smile. Let's just get it over with. I hope we don't regret this. That's okay. That's okay, Monica. Nothing to thank us for. We really appreciate what you've made for us. I can't help but catch Yuri muttering under her breath after she says this. I can do this. I can do this. Yeah, I love it here. We'll get to spread this cozy little place to other people. Yeah, it's all good, Monica. Alright. I stand up and grab my bag. While I'm certainly not as enthusiastic as Monica or Sayori about the festival, if I can pull that little daydream stunt again, I think I'll be alright. It's for the sake of the club. Not to mention, impressing the girls. Once I'm fully packed up, I walk over to Sayori. Ready to go? Yup. Jeez, don't you two ever get tired of walking home? Don't you ever get tired of always walking home with Puka, Sayori? Hey, what's that supposed to mean? Oh, don't mind her. Don't mind her. You guys are more adorable than anything. Alright. No need to make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice though. I'm done with that, okay? No more voice. No more. Yeah, I guess. Jeez. Let's just go already, Sayori. Okay. The two of us begin to walk home. A lot has changed in the past few days. Lost in thought, I don't even notice how quiet Sayori is being until we are almost back home. There's a lot going on in the club now, huh? I'll bet you're thinking about all your new vice president duties that you'll have to deal with when the club grows even bigger. Yeah. Anything specific on your mind? Not really. Sorry, did you want to talk? I mean, you don't have to if you're thinking about stuff. No, it's nice talking to you. I was thinking about something from earlier. It's nice that we, never mind, it's nothing. You're sounding a little like Yuri right now. Huh? Oh, yeah, well, I guess I have a question for you, Puka. What's up? Sayori clears her throat before speaking. So, let's say that one day, Yuri asks to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Well, you know, the obvious choice is obviously I would walk home with Sayori. Well, Sayori, I'd walk home with you, of course. Sayori pauses for a moment. She glances at me from the side before turning away. But she's so beautiful and smart. Jeez, why me? Her reply surprises me, and I'm not sure how to answer or what she wants to hear. I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't want to just ruin that for you. You're so silly, Puka. She gives me a pained smile. Think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it, so... Terry, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, like I said, I've enjoyed catching up with you again. Why would I just change that for another girl? Walking home with you and talking about just anything, it's a great throwback. She doesn't seem as happy as I've imagined. I mean, both of our childhoods were pleasant. Strange. The conversation trails off. Kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care so much about. But I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Sayori and I part ways without saying another word. I reach my house and open the door. I'm home! No response. I'm home alone, as usual. I mumble that part to myself. Talking to myself as if I'm the protagonist of a manga or a game. Must be going stir crazy. Oh, you did a mini fourth wall break. It wasn't a fourth wall break, but it was a fourth wall break at the same time. Mom is still out on her business trip. She's never home anymore. I miss her. I don't blame her for anything. It's hard enough providing for yourself, let alone a kid. Since I'm alone, I decided to make an instant meal for dinner. Digging through my cabinets, I find some old soup cups. Miso soup sounds good. I unwrap the packaging, pour in some water, and place the meal in the microwave. While it cooks, my mind wanders back to my performance earlier. That daydream was so vivid, so realistic. Can I really pull off that performance again, but this time in front of a crowd? It wasn't even that great in the first place. Just doing it in front of the girls was nerve-wracking. I guess I'm not really used to being around people again. Maybe that's it. Thinking about it, I guess I've kind of been subconsciously isolating myself from people ever since the divorce. Before it even, in some cases. I wonder when I started shunning myself. Maybe that's part of why Sayori and I drifted apart over the past few years. It wasn't intentional or anything, it just happened. At least, I don't think it was intentional. But I'm glad I got to reconnect with her in the literature club. It's given me something to do, something to look forward to, that isn't anime or video games. Talking with the girl has made me feel more appreciated. It's a nice feeling, something that's been missing from me ever since the divorce. Maybe that's why Sayori likes walking home with me. It makes her feel appreciated. Sayori. The more I think about it, the more concerned for her I get. She says some pretty weird stuff, but I guess some people just have their off days. Maybe she's just changed a little bit over the years. Pretty normal, right? I'd like to think I'd be able to tell if something was up with her, although, given our recent distance, I'm not so sure. Sure, we started talking again, but there's a lot of lost time. Maybe that'll change and go back to how we used to. Beep! I hope.
Woo! Woo! We finished! Day 4! Oh! I'm so tired!
It's almost been 2 hours. Oh, right, poem time. Here. Okay, I have an idea. I'm gonna go take a break. I'm taking a mini break. I'll be back. I'm gonna go brush my teeth and drink water. Just get prepared because I'm hot.